Hey guys, it's Record from Record Covers. It's been a while since I did one of these, but I thought that I would do a tutorial for Come Together by the Beatles. If you guys like the Beatles and 60s music, it's a big part of kind of my circuit life as a gigging musician. I actually covered the song with a band here locally in Santa Cruz, California. But yeah, I'm just going to go through it pretty basically, and I only do tutorials once in a while just for fun, kind of to see who's out there who likes kind of learning stuff, if you guys are interested in drum lines that are out there. It's really an interesting drum line because Ringo Starr actually wrote it backwards in terms of the fact that he's a left-handed player. So he actually wrote the main tom line from the bottom to the top. Floor tom to mid tom, and that's a really interesting detail. And that's something that's very specific to this song that you actually don't really find in a lot of these other kinds of songs. So I'm just going to go through it really slowly, just to kind of play the basics of the line. So what's really interesting about Ringo's drum lines too is that he always follows the melody and the melody of the guitar and all his stuff, and it's something that for me personally I've always very much kind of taken from in my own playing, which is really cool. The guitar lick for the song, doom doom da da da, doom doom da da da, bum bum da da da. So he literally follows that with the first 3-4 hits of the song. So it's going to sound like this. It's going to be a 1. Again. Slower. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the count of that is going to be 1, 2, 3, and a 4. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the first half of the iconic line. Of course, this is one of the most famous drum lines of all time. And you see people play really differently because it's so specific to Ringo. It's hard to really copy what he's doing. So I'm going to try my best to kind of do basically a reverse of what he's doing in terms of, I'm not a left-handed player, so I'll be playing it right, but I'm going to be doing it the way that he does it as best I can. So the beginning is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have the ascending line down with the toms. And that sounds like 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And it's eighth note, so 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So 1. So 1. And it's pretty simple because he's doing 1 and a 2 and a on the mid tom, 3 and a 4 on the floor tom. 1 and a 2. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Again. 1 and a 2 and a. That's what it sounds like. It sounds syncopated when you slow it down, but it's not. That's what it sounds like fast. 1 and a 2 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 4. There we go. 1 and a 2 and a 4. Again. 1 and a 2 and a 4. If I do that on the hi-hat, just to kind of get the perspective, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So the whole line, just on the hi-hat, just to kind of get the melody, is going to be 1, 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1, 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So 1, 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1, 2, 3 and a 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1, 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So 1, 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1, 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1, 2, 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1, 2, 3 and a 4. 1 that's your main melody. And of course, the bass and the guitar are working together, and the drums, kind of all three of them. You have that idea of doom, doom, da da da, ba da ba da ba da boom, 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 da da da, ba da ba da boom. That's the concept. So I'm going to go through it one more time slowly, then speed it up to real time. And then that's basically your whole track. And the verses I'll talk about are just kind of downbeats. So basically, one more time, slow and then faster. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm just hitting the downbeat for the cycle repetition. So let me go through it one more time, really, really slow. 1, 2, again. 1, 2, one more time, really slow, and then full, and then real time. 1, 2, and then slow speed. So that was kind of different tempos. Hopefully that really helps to kind of hone it in. One little detail with the hi-hat, instead of just 1, 2, 3, 4, which you could do, it's actually a pull-up. I've talked about pull-ups before. Essentially, you're just taking your foot, pressing it down on the pedal, lifting up the top hi-hat cymbal. So, and of course you can't see my foot, but basically what I'm doing is ba-dum, lifting my foot up and placing it down. So, and that's the sound. It's called a pull-up because you're pulling up the cymbal. So that's a little detail. So instead of just doing 3 straight strikes, you could do a last strike with the pull-up. So that's, and then of course, depending on how long you extend that pull-up, it's going to vary. But ideally, you want to just do, and then just come right back down. The pull-up is kind of a more advanced thing. If you're a basic player, I wouldn't worry about that. But it's just a little kind of embellishment detail that I like to throw in there because I think it kind of helps enhance the line. So let's go through it one more time, and then I will go real time. Real time. So that concludes this tutorial for Come Together by the Beatles. If you guys like the song, please comment down below. Check out my other tutorials as well. And just as a review, the verses, of course, you're just going to do really basic downbeat, and then it comes back to that main lick. And if you guys know the money beat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, that's your concert for the other parts of the track. Whenever you're learning a song, I would do a lot of listening and kind of honing in with the parts. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will do more in the future as well. And please check out my covers. I have a lot of covers. And I just played a gig with Local Honey, Santa Cruz-based band here in Santa Cruz, California, where I'm based. And we just played that song. And there's some videos out on my social media from that gig if you guys are interested. You guys can follow me at RCOROFficial, RSCOROFFICIAL, and my Facebook, Rico Rushworth. Yeah, I will make more tutorials coming soon. I also have a lot of other content out from my other things that I do as an artist, so please check it out, and cheers. Come together!